Ladies and gentlemen, trainers, gather around. We have an important Kardmi topic to discuss. I know yesterday I mentioned a couple things that may have, raised some alarm bells, ruffled some feathers about Kardmi. And as I've always stated, I've never said anything about Kardmi just to dunk on the game. But I do have legitimate concerns, and I'm not going to rehash those concerns today at this very moment. But there are just things we need to talk about, and it's going to pertain to the future of the channel. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into it. So I want to start this out by saying thank you to all my subs, all my fans. I literally could not do this without you guys. It has been an amazing ride. I gained another, like 300 subs once I switched to Kardmi content, and that's been amazing. I kind of struggled with YouTube for quite a while. Not really trying to figure out really what I wanted to do, because I do genuinely love talking about games and making guides and bringing news videos, and just couldn't quite find the right game, and Kardmi's been that game for me. That being said, I want to get into what's changing and what's going to stay the same. So we'll start out with what's going to stay the same. So you're still going to see plenty of Kardmi content on my page. I'm going to do guides, I'm going to do news specifically. I may not do them as frequently as I did in the past, whereas before I would try to pump out 3 to 4 Kardmi videos a week, and then you may see like one Palworld or one Nemo video out as well during that time frame, but it was primarily Kardmi. So Kardmi is still going to be a thing. It's still going to be featured on my channel, but what's changing is it's most likely going to go down in the scope of how I cover Kardmi. At this moment, Kardmi is a very, very small game, and they haven't even done a global release. I've talked to the devs several times, and, well, the community manager who has talked to the devs for me. And the vibe I've consistently getting from them is that they're not willing to do a global release. I think it would do their game wonders in terms of player base and discoverability. They want to do a staggered region by region release, which is fine. It's their game, it's their prerogative. But that's how they want to do things. And as such, there's not a huge audience, which, don't get me wrong, like I said, I am eternally grateful for you guys, the Kardmi fans that have found me on YouTube. And so there's just not that big of an appetite for Kardmi. And more importantly, there's just not that much content to cover. I'm at a point in the game where I can't feasibly continue to cover 3 to 4 Kardmi videos a week. There's just not enough content to do that. I know I'm saying a lot. So what's changing is that most likely Palworld will be the new primarily focused game on this channel. I haven't 100% made up my mind on that yet, because it's flip-flopping between Palworld and Nemo. And I've got my concerns about both. I think me and my wife recently started playing Palworld quite a bit together. We enjoy it quite a bit. And she grinded the heck out of it. I don't know if you guys heard me in my last video. I recently bought her a backbone for her phone, and she's got an Xbox Series 1 that or Series S that she remote plays with her backbone, and she grinded the heck out of Palworld for about a week. She probably put in 40 hours in the first week, and that was really fun. It was really cool. I really enjoyed that. I'm still wanting to play, but the problem is she's kind of burnt out on it from all the time she already put in, and so our shared world is on her server, and I can't really play unless she wants to play, unless I start my own world again, which I'm at a point where I kind of don't really want to play another world. I want to play our shared world. So that brings me to Animo, and I've heard some things about Animo. I think I'm really excited about Animo. I think it's got a lot of potential, but the only thing that I don't like is I'm starting to kind of see and hear things that concern me. They had several AI ads that came out over the last couple of days, and I know they responded to it this morning, and they apologized and they removed them all, and that's great. But additionally, I watched MTash's video yesterday on Anemo, and I don't want his opinions to completely sway my opinion on the game because I am so excited. I'm definitely going to give it a try when it comes out. It's a free game, why wouldn't I? In my favorite genre as well. So yeah, why wouldn't I give it a shot? But I'm just... my fear with Anemo is that it's going to be too casual for me. I think it'd be fun for me and my wife to play together, but long term, it's not something that I don't know if I'm going to be able to make like guides or PvP guides or builds or anything like that out of an emo to kind of maximize the content. I think if we primarily cover Palworld, it's mostly going to be Palworld news. It's going to be gameplay of me and my wife playing Palworld together, and then if we do a Nemo, it'll be kind of the same. It'll be some guides, some builds, if it's competitive enough for there to be a reason for there to be builds, as well as news for Anemo. Along with Palworld too, I thought about doing some card openings on shorts and stuff or long forms, whichever may be interesting to you guys. But you guys let me know down in the comments what you would be interested in seeing. I can just guarantee you it's not going to be Kardmi to the degree it is now. It's just, like I said, there's not enough content for me to continue pumping out that much Kardmi content in a week. There's not enough gameplay content. I mean, I just can't feasibly do it. I could probably feasibly do it for another couple weeks. But, I mean, I kind of want to stretch out what content I have left. While we still wait for Season 3. And that's a big thing. I don't know whether to be encouraged or discouraged by the fact that we haven't heard anything about Season 3 yet. I'm leaning towards encouraged. I think, it's a good thing that Seven Pirates have their head down and they're working, and I'm hoping that they come out with something amazing, and I'm hoping they come out with a lot more content. Anemo, I think, is going to have a lot more content for them to compete against, and whether some people want to admit it or not, because I've had people come at me before, but like, well, why can't Anemo and Kardmi just coexist? Well, they can't, because they're both games on a mobile device and in the same genre. So, people like me who have 2 kids, and you get off work at, like, I work 13-hour shifts, and I get off work at 8 o'clock at night. So when I go home and I think to myself, all right, what mobile game do I want to play? Do I want to play a mobile game right now? If I do, which one? I'm most likely not going to have Anemo and Kardmi both on my phone. It's going to be one or the other. Maybe for the sake of making content, I'd have both, but for fun, for leisure, I typically wouldn't play both. It'd be one or the other. Now, Palworld is... that's one reason why I lean towards making content for Palworld, because there's just so much Palworld content. And I'd really like to get into making lore for Palworld. I think that would be really fun. I need to do some research and see if there's enough content there to make out of it, and if it's even something you guys would be interested in. Like I said, you guys let me know down in the comments what kind of content that you guys would like to see, because I can always play these games like in my free time. I don't have to do them. I don't have to just not play something because I don't think it'll do well on YouTube, So I'm not trying to lock myself into something I don't want to play, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not worried about being unhappy doing this. But yeah, guys, I mean, and then that's a big part of it. And the other component to all this, and it's not just about the games, it's about my job. So right now I work a security job, and the site that I'm at, where our company is actually losing the contract here. It got bought out by another security company. So I'll be transitioning to the new company. And so I'm still going to have a job, but don't know. It most likely won't be a kind of a cold, warm body post like I'm at now, where I can sit and record gameplay and record my videos like I'm doing now. Um, Especially to the degree that I made Kardmi content. Like I said, um, this kind of post affords me the ability to record gameplay and to make 3-4 videos a week, as long as I see, as long as I'm not burnt out of doing so. But when I move to another post, that's most likely not going to be feasible. And when I'm working 4 or 5 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and I have 2 kids at home, I'm not really going to feel like going home and making content. Uh, that requires a lot of effort, if that makes sense. Like I said, like that's why I went back to Palworld and Nemo, because most likely what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of either one of those games, but it's just going to be me and my wife playing and just doing some fun stuff and some fun challenges and just kind of cozy playing. And then you'll see some builds and guides and stuff occasionally that don't require a lot of editing. But I just wanted to thank you guys again, and kind of make you guys aware of the future of the channel and what's going on, why everything, and why things are changing, what's staying the same, and everything. Like I said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Most likely, my next video will be a Palworld video, because I've been itching to do one long form. At least I've been putting out a few Palworld shorts with me and my wife. But yeah, I've been wanting to do one about Palworld's recent success. So I will catch you guys in that one.